Hey church, Pastor Shane here, another community group discussion starter video. We're continuing our series in Colossians this week, kind of digging deeper and deeper into the book. And this week is kind of a back to the basics week. Paul in his letter in this section kind of tells them three primary things as he kind of walks through the Christian life and what they need to beware of so they don't kind of miss the path and end up kind of walking away from Christ. He tells them first that they have a person that they believe in. It's not a ritual or a set of values or philosophy that they follow. It's a person. And while, we have a philosophy of how the Christian life is supposed to work. We have values, things we care about, sure. We have even ceremonies or rituals we perform. Also, yes, we have good works that we do. Yep, but none of those things define Christianity. Christianity begins and ends with Jesus Christ and what he has done for us. And so that's the first thing. Second thing we learned as we read is that we need to kind of look out for things that we would fill ourselves with other than Christ, because we still have that temptation. But it says in the text that we are complete in Christ. He has filled us up, meaning that why would we try to add anything to it? We have everything we need for life and godliness, as Peter says. And then 3, we talked about the fact if those first two things are true, then we need to really focus on the beginning verse 6 of this, where Paul says, just as you received Christ, now walk in him. Meaning you don't have to reinvent this thing. You have to come up with some new method. At the end of the day, it is trusting in Jesus that is going to get you ahead. Or not ahead, I shouldn't say it that way. It's going to be the one that the rest of the Christian life grows from. If we trust in him, everything else kind of falls into place. And sometimes we are trying to come up with a fancy new way to do Christianity, and we don't have to. At the end of the day, it comes back to that trust in Jesus and his death and resurrection. And if we keep that in mind, then maybe some of these other things become a little simpler for us. It's so interesting. The truth of the gospel is actually rather simple. It's not, it's simply trusting in him. And now, as it meets life, it gets more complicated because life is hard and difficult, and there's difficult choices we have to make and all sorts of challenges. But the start is very simple. And so if we could remember that and keep ourselves focused on, the reason I'm here today is because Christ died for me. And I need to trust God because he's proved trustworthy in the past, no matter what I'm going through, those kinds of things. So I'm interested to hear what you will discuss in this. What are the things that could tempt you away that we tend to fill ourselves with? What are the things that encourage you and remind you that you are complete in Christ? And how can we encourage one another? Have a good discussion.